Welcome to the Morning Mindset Podcast with me, Craig Skelton. Each day we kick off your morning with positivity, actionable insights, and the motivation you need to conquer the day ahead. Whether you're looking to develop a positive mindset, a habit of persistence, or simply starting your day on the right foot, this podcast is your daily dose of inspirational and practical advice. And today's podcast is all about understanding your core values in both life. And today's episode is all about understanding your core values for life and business success. So we're getting something that is quite fundamental that will shape both your personal and professional life. And I'm talking about core values. And today's podcast, I'm getting something that can shape and will shape both your personal and professional life. I'm talking about core values. Your core values aren't just a abstract ideal floating around in the back of your mind. They are the things that guide your decisions, actions, and reactions, both in life and in business. Knowing and understanding them allows you to stay aligned with who you truly are, helping you live a life of purpose and run a business that resonates with yourself. What do I mean by a core value? In essence, a core value is a principle or a belief that holds fundamental importance in your life. It's not just some random idea, but a deeply ingrained guiding light that influences your choices, your behavior, and your goals. Think of it as a internal sat nav. When you stay on the right path, but when you drift away, that's when you start to feel lost, overwhelmed, and out of sync. And core values can be anything from integrity, freedom, and creativity to growth, compassion. They serve as a filter for how you operate, the decisions you make, and even how you interact with other people. And in business, they define the essence of your brand and culture. And then in life, they reflect on who you are at your core. How do you identify your own core values? So you might be thinking, I've got a general idea of my values, but I've never really defined them clearly. That is totally normal, and a lot of people are like that. A lot of people go through life with a sense of what they value without actually putting it into words. But to truly live alignment with your values, you need to take a moment to pause and reflect. And here's a simple way that can help you identify your core values. The first thing to do is reflect on past experiences. Think about moments in your life where you felt truly alive, fulfilled, and aligned. What was happening? Who were you with? What were you doing? These experiences often reveal your true values. Second thing is consider what angers, frustrates you. So, like on the flip side, think about situations that deeply upset you. What value was being compromised at that point? For example, dishonesty drives you crazy, then honesty might be one of your core values. And then the third thing to do is write down your top values. Once you've reflected, create a list of your sort of top 5 or 10 values. Be honest with yourself. These values should resonate deeply and not just be ideals you think you should have. And then the fourth thing to do is then narrow it down. So you've got this list, narrow them down to the top 3 or 5 at the most essential values. The ones that, if compromised, would make you feel like you're betraying yourself. And knowing your core values is empowering. It helps you cut through the noise and focus on what truly matters to you. But identifying your values is just the first step. The next thing is figuring out how to apply them consistently. How do you use your core values in life? Once your core values, the key is to live by them every single day. This is where consistency comes in. Living in alignment with your values helps you build a strong foundation of self-respect and inner peace. When your actions reflect your values, you feel more authentic and fulfilled. For example, if one of your core values is growth, then seek out opportunities that challenge you and help you evolve. Take online courses, read a book, learn new skills, and step outside of your comfort zone. If kindness is a core value, make it to show compassion, not just to, but also to yourself. And you'll notice that when you operate from a place of kindness, your relationships deepen and your interactions become far more meaningful. And living according to your values doesn't mean that you'll never face challenges, but it does mean that when you do face challenges, you'll know how to handle them in a way that feels true to who you are. How do you use your core values in business? Let's look at that. As a self-employed individual or business owner, your core values are the heartbeat of your company. They define your mission, your brand, and how you interact with your clients and with others. If one of your core values is integrity, you'll make business decisions that are ethical and transparent. Your customers will trust you because they'll sense that you're operating from a place of honesty, and trust is invaluable in business. If excellence is one of your values, you'll always aim to provide high quality services for your clients, and you'll never settle for mediocrity. This drives customer satisfaction and sets you apart from your competitors. The key here is consistency. You need to ensure that your core values are evident in every aspect of your business, from how you market your brand to the service you provide for your customers. This builds a reputation that reflects who you truly are, making your business more authentic, but more importantly, more sustainable. Now let's look at the importance of consistency with your core values and why it's so crucial. Because in both life and business, inconsistency leads to confusion, frustration, and a lack of trust. And when you know your core values but don't act in alignment with them, you feel like you're not being true to yourself. You're like leading a double life. You might say one thing then, but then your actions will contradict it. And like in business, inconsistency can damage your reputation. Customers like value transparency, reliability, and trust. If your business says it values one thing, then but then your actions tell another, a different story, you will lose credibility. And in life, consistency with your core values leads to like inner conflict. It's hard to live authentically when you're constantly betraying what matters to you. But when you consistently live in alignment with your values, everything just feels far more harmonious. You have a sense of clarity and peace, knowing that you're living a life that truly represents who you are. So how can values help you grow personally and professionally? Staying true to your core values is just about making life easier or business more profitable. It's about growth. When you live by your values consistently, you create a strong foundation for personal and professional development. You become more resilient because you know what you stand for. You're more decisive because your values guide your choices. In business, using your core values helps you build a brand that is aligned with your mission, attract clients who resonate with your values too. It's easy to grow a business when it's grounded in authenticity. And in life, staying true to your values helps you avoid burnout because you're not wasting energy on things that don't matter. You're living purposefully, and that's incredibly fulfilling. So just to end this podcast, understanding your core values and using them consistently in both life and in business is a powerful way to align with who you truly are. When you live and work in harmony with them, you'll experience a greater sense of purpose, peace, and success. So today, take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you and then start living and working in alignment with those values. That's today's morning mindset. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Any thoughts, feedback, as always, please leave them in the comments. Please leave a review. If you like and share it, then please do that as well. It's really appreciated. Have an amazing day. Stay motivated, stay focused, stay positive, and run your own race.